and just express my appreciation to each of you for being here, first and foremost, and also recognizing that many of you have traveled a long distance to be here. And so many of you have just given with such incredible generosity the smallest of details that have meant, I know, so much to Zoe and Aaron. And I appreciate it, as I know they do. Okay. So, I am Jacquie. I'm mother to 4 beautiful children. They are the closest thing I will ever come to magic. And today I have the added privilege of being mother of a bride. We've journeyed through 29 years, my girl and me, and she has always been my without which not. You arrived on a cold February morning, bringing a love so sublime that it altered my life, without which I would not have understood how it is that the heart can live so completely outside the body, strong yet exquisitely fragile and terrifying all at the same time. When there were no terrible 2s, I thought, surely the terrible 3s would launch a surprise attack, but they never did. She was a perfect baby, a near-perfect toddler, and then a very animated child. Zoe embraced life with gusto. She didn't talk so much as chant. She didn't walk so much as dance. She didn't wear clothes so much as costumes. When she was 5, her dad and I had an early morning routine that was familiar to so many of you, I'm sure. That frantic hustle to strap children into the car and achieve school and work drop-offs, hopefully without a hitch. Zoe liked to sing, particularly in the car, loudly, and most of all first thing in the morning. On one particularly hectic morning, with Zoe warbling in the back seat, her tired dad Sean called out, "Just this once, I wish that we could have a quiet ride." There was a sudden, brief silence in the car. It was pierced by a little voice from the back seat saying, "Well, Dad, wishes don't always come true." And she went right on singing. That zip may have toned down over the years, but thankfully her passion never has. Zoe's dedication to examining every shade of life, squeezing experiences to distill their essence and meaning, has made her the inquisitive, thoughtful, compassionate, and talented person that she is. When Aaron came into her life, there emerged a feeling of calmness and a light that was unmistakably different. He brought laughter, humility, tremendous kindness, the ability to secretly communicate with cats, and the best impression of Zoe doing her impression of Snoop Dogg. Early on in their relationship, Aaron went on location well into northern BC, and so it seemed he'd be going off the grid for a while. Zoe called me a week later. Her happiness sent a current down the phone line. Aaron had found a way to be in touch with her every single day. They bound together the parts of themselves that were jagged, that needed softening, that needed holding. They fiercely committed themselves to building a relationship despite the weight of distance, tragedy, and uncertainty. And together, they've arrived at this day. There's a bump in every road, and this you already know. There's no perfect love, but there's a perfectly beautiful love, and that is the love that you've chosen to create. The greatest gift each of you can give each other is to let yourself be loved back. To trust that even with your flaws, and especially because of them, you are the person the other has so rightfully chosen to be. And I'll leave you with these words. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because that is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It's not excitement. It's not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. That's just being in love, which any of us can convince ourselves that we are. Love itself is what is left over when being in love is burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two. I love you both deeply. I love you dearly. I wish you much joy, long life, and honey in the heart.